What is up, my friends? Welcome to another Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Playing some Standard, and we're doing a thing that Standard doesn't really have a lot of these days. We are playing a synergy-based deck. Of course, Standard has been a very, very mid-range format in the last few years. You know, just about, how good is your cards, yada, yada, yada. Not a lot of synergy. Well, trying to upend that a little bit here. This is a list I found on online. Karate Dom had played it to, I believe, a 5-0 in a Magic Online League or in a challenge or something like that. And it looks really cool. So we have a green-white infect deck, or toxic deck, if you will, based around Venerated Rotpriest, Skrelv, Crawling Core. So 12 1-drops of toxic, Mother Runes effect here, or you're just targeted, get infect. And Slaughter Singer on 2, Jawbone Duelist on 2. So obviously this is a beatdown deck, but also playing for Skrelv's Hive, which is against mid-range opponents, obviously just a good source of stuff, and lifelink as well. 4 Bloated Contaminators, nice beefy boys. So we got pretty solid, aggro start, 12 1-drops, 12 2-drops, and 4 3-drops. And then the spells. We have Tyvar Stand, obviously a great protection spell, goes to be a pump spell. Interesting ones here are the blue cards. This deck is obviously green-white, splashing blue. It's splashing for 3 copies of March of Swirling Mist, which is a way to phase out your opponent's blockers or your own stuff to protect it. And then, of course, there's a combo with Rotpriest where you can just target all your stuff and get a bunch of poison counters that way, as well as, removing blockers and so on. And also Bring the Ending, which is basically a make disappear without Corrupted, but with Corrupted, it's just counterspell. Blue 1 counterspell, which is pretty insane, obviously. It's the mid-range decks and control decks, and very, very powerful effect. Getting Corrupted, not too difficult in this deck. Now, the spells are good, but also makes this deck super exciting is the lands. So, of course, getting to play good utility lands is huge. This deck gets to play 3 copies of Mirrex, which is one of the best lands in the format, honestly, as far as making tokens. And the tokens are actually actively really good for this deck, having Toxic. And then the Seedcore is a multicolor land for your Phyrexian spells. It's also a super Pendelhaven. Can pump your 1/1s up to +2/+1, which is also phenomenal in making all of your Jawbone Duelists and Crawling Courses viable threats. So that +8 fast lands and pain lands for mana base that is functional for 3 colors, obviously. And then Sideboard, a lot of counter spells, right? Disdainful Stroke and more Bring the Endings. And then Annex Sentry to kill creatures. And then Wedding Announcement in the grinding matchup. So, pretty cool looking deck. We're going to rock it and see how it goes. But first, we work from our sponsor at CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, on the play, Toxic time. You go first. We got a 1-drop and a 2-drop. Looks good to me. Skrelv obviously very, very good in this deck. Very important at stopping your opponent's kill spells, which is pretty nice. And if he eats a cut down, it's fine too, honestly, for 1 mana. Great draw. Wow, so we draw Skrelv's Hive. So we're going to Hive here. Big question, of course, whenever you play a Mother of Runes type card is when do you attack with it? And the answer is now. Nothing currently to protect, and those poison counters matter a lot. So Skrelv's going to do a lot of attacking in this deck. In most decks, it's not really a viable attacker, but for us, it definitely is. All right. Opponent is playing Esper Legends. We miss a land drop, unfortunately. The Singer can pump up both the Skrelv and... That's just Skrelv, actually. Let me Duelist here. We'll go Duelist into Singer with the protection spell. We draw a land. We have a second protection spell also. Going to go wide here. I'm going to say go. Keep our Skrelv up. Rona's a decent blocker, but we're about to go kind of nice and wide, which is nice. We're going to draw an untapped land next turn, which is most of them. Oh, we see a Peacekeeper here. Pretty interesting, actually. This can name a card in my hand, or just name the Skrelv, which is kind of interesting. Definitely draw a land here, for sure. We need to make some land drops and keep our developing our hand. Having the Hive is great, but we got to keep the ball rolling. We'll wait for our opponent here. I want to remind you all, of course, there's a companion article to this video on CoolStuffInc.com, as there always is. I do a video article every Monday and a full written article every Friday. Last Friday's article and next Friday's article will be discussing the ban list in Modern. There are 47 cards on the Modern ban list. There probably shouldn't be that many. And I go over the entire ban list, talking about the cards I think should be unbanned, kind of a scorched earth look at it. So they actually named Skrelv. So Skrelv now costs 2 mana and a Phyrexian to activate. We draw Slaughter Singer, though, and I think we're ready to attack now. We can just play Slinger and just attack for a bunch. Skrelv now basically reduced to being a Mite token, but that's honestly fine. So we can do attack. And, I'm sorry, it's only plus 1/+1. For some reason, I was thinking it was 2 because of the Toxic 2. I said it's not actually a very good attack, but let's attack with our Duelist. So send a Duelist in. This is going to be a 2/2 double strike. I would trade that with the Peacekeeper, give him the option, which is fine. So going to get in. And to take this trade, that would free up my Skrelv. They'll take it. All right, cool. So, take the trade. Now Skrelv's back online. Again, missed the land drop, which sucks, but we are going pretty wide at this point, and hopefully, you know, with the Skrelv holding back their rule spells, we can kind of go wide on them and get things going. Second Slinger's pretty good, too. They discard a Go for the Throat. Love it. So is going to discarding removal spells, you know, against your creature deck. Tap land. Peacekeeper again. Sure. This time he can play Singer and pump everything up. So, it doesn't pump itself, though. It's important to note, but they're going to name... Oh, no. Oh, they're trying to keep him from casting this one. I thought they were, like, trying to needle this, but yeah, so I can't guess what. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Pretty good, actually. So, let's untap and see what we got here. Make a token. They know what cards in my hand. We do draw land, which is nice. Casting Bloated Boy is pretty cool. These are 2/2s. I could just also Skrelv. No, it doesn't work either. I could Skrelv a Slaughter Singer and then just block with the Rona. So, don't really have any attacks here, honestly. It's probably just land Bloated Boy and set up for a March. Every turn that goes by, we have another token in play, too, so it's pretty good for us. Play this, leave Skrelv up, say go. This, of course, is quite the house. 4/4 trample with a bunch of upside. See loot. Discard another Rona, sure. Play Rafine. I mean, Rafine's good. Giving giving the counters to the Peacekeeper is pretty good. This Vigilance, but let's see what happens here. They send. They're gonna Rafine, discard a spell, and then I can block with the Bloated Boy. If they have an Aganjo, we can not stop that, so the block is a little rough. I could also just march their team. I can't march the Rafine, but this is Toxic 1, Toxic 2. They have 1 counter. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling Aganjo here, honestly, and this can't stop Aganjo. Yeah, I'm going to just hold here. No blocks. So... Also, this thing will grow on the attacks. Our attack's pretty good here, too. So even with Aganjo, we have multiple things to stop it. Here's Plaza of Heroes. And a Denic. Alright, sure. And they are going to decline to loot. Oh, boy. Somebody call Twitter. Alright, so we're going to untap. Make it bite. Draw the Seedcore. So we can cast second Slaughter Singer, which is pretty good. Does make our attacks a little more exciting. Can also just like phase the squad out here, just like really get in. If we just like phase out 1, 2, 3, attack with everything, we get in for. They have Rafine can block this. They take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 poison plus 6. It's pretty good. I want to wait on that though, honestly. Maybe just play second Slaughter Singer here. And then just fire in for some attacks. I could choose white on my Skrelv also. They've already discarded 2 removal spells too. Pretty interesting game, honestly. Let's play Slaughter Singer. Need to also not die in the crackback too, but so we have a 6/6, 3/3, 3/3, 3/3, 3/3 Skrelv. If I choose white on the Slaughter Singer, it gets in guaranteed. 12, that's 10, that's 9. We're effectively at 9. It's a tough spot, honestly. Proliferating only adds another poison counter. Bloated Boy might need to stay back on D. Let's choose white. Definitely these. So draw 3/3s. This is a 4, 3, 3 that can't be blocked. It also has 3 toxic too, which is pretty good. So right now we have these coming through, this is coming through, guaranteed 3 toxic. We have a lifelink now also. Just don't want to die, basically, is the thing on the backswing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm gonna leave back the Contaminator. I'm a coward. So pump them all up. Having a 4/4 lifelink on defense is pretty good too, as far as just like not dying. So, and if I get to untap, the game's over. So, playing it safe here. Free block on the Mite. Free block on second Mite. This is a pretty chunky attack. It's 4 toxic and 6 damage. Rona could chump block, which would turn off the Hive, but they would lose the Rona, obviously. Oh, I think chump block. Wow. Looks like it flip Rona too. But now I have 4/4 lifelinker, 2/2 lifelinker on defense, which is pretty good as well. End step loot. Okay. And they discard a Sheoldred. Interesting. Either redundant copies or feels like it doesn't affect the board enough. This is the turn. This is like the turn of the game. The game ends this turn or next turn, I think. So we are attacking for a ton of damage with a, remove all your blockers and gain a bunch of life on the shot too. So lights out. Remember, of course, always you can use promo code JIM5, 5% off your order on CoolStuffInc.com. Get a free Jim Davis Goblin Shaman token. And, of course, hit the like button. Support the content if you enjoy the content here on CoolStuffInc.com. Myself, CGB, the one James, Ollie. Lots of good stuff happening. Make sure you support it. Here come the attacks. Now, the Rona attack's a little weird, so it's like a free... Oh, they're going to pump it. Okay, sure. We still think they might have a Ganjo. I think it's a thing to be aware of. But probably need to commit to a block here regardless. We can assume Sheoldred's going to come down, put us to 8. This is 7, so really does not die. Discard another Sheoldred and a Spell Pierce. Wow, interesting. The third, go for the throat? Come on. Alright, so we take 4 and gain 2. I was taking 8. I can't take 8, so... Alright. I mean... We got some work to do here. They have 5 poison. If they just play Peacekeeper, that's pretty annoying. We have 5 poison attackers. They name March. Yeah, so now I can't phase everything out. However, Tyvar stand still plays here. So March costs, I can remove 1 thing. If I drew a blue card, we would have won the game, but don't have many of those, honestly. So Tyvar stand. I think as we just die in the backswing. I think we're dead. I think they got us. That third go throw was pretty nasty, honestly. They already discarded 2. Now our March doesn't do enough. Our things just aren't big enough. So I had to chump block last turn also. It's tough. Tough game. These are all 2. Clock is ticking. Have to do something. These are all 2/2s, which is pretty bad for us, honestly. I could Skrelv like the Slaughter Singer, but our Seedcore's online too, I guess, so attack with 1, Seedcore 1, Tyvar 1. Sure, whatever. Also getting a lot of life here too, which is nice, so maybe Singer should have gotten into. I don't know. Very tough board here, a lot of math. This is the one on Singer. This is the one on March. So I screwed up. I can't pump it now, obviously. Sure. So we're going to Tyvar stand, pump this 1. X equals 1. And then we're going to damage. Now my March is online for next turn. Play Chorus with the Seedcore up. Say go. This has been a really, really challenging game. I don't know if I'm playing optimally or not. Two cards in hand. This card has Spell Pierce too, which actually has value against the March. Flip Rona, it's whatever. It's obviously good for us. Just makes them tap out. So, all right, great. 7/7. It's big, obviously, but we have a lot of good blocks here too. We're getting a lot of life on our blocks too. So. In theory. They discard Gix and 3 land. That's actually insane for us. Alright, so we're going to block 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I want to keep Slaughter Singer alive. I have March. I think they're just dead. I think I have a Ganjo, I guess, but stupid Ganjo. Block here, trade, get a token, gain 3 life. Yeah. It's 13. If we discarded one more spell, if they had Ganjo here, I would lose. I would have to block with this too. What a tight, tense, exciting game. Oh no, I'm sorry. If they have a Ganjo, I'm actually dead because it was one from Hive, which kind of sucks. Hit Otawara. All right, maybe I punted. Now he died, and Arp keeps this the Hive. Blocking a Slaughter Singer there is so tough. I could just block the Peacekeeper, I guess, and just like not try to kill Dennick. That was probably right. All right, I probably punted this game. Yeah, I think I punted. I just block this thing and just like gain the 3 life, guaranteed. And I just don't die if they have it. So yeah, I think I threw that game away, honestly. So that's fine. All right, going to game 2. We are going to board out, bring the ending, bring in our Annex Sentries. Anything else? Want to shave? So I don't have a lot of target removal, but I'm also a little scared of the -1/-1. Man, I'm not gonna have that, I guess. Man, what a game! Jeez. The play Duelist is kind of cool. Shave like a March and a Skrelv. Still don't have that much targeted removal. Let's try this. Don't think I want Destroyable for Shieldred. I'm not sure. Yeah, we should have won that last game. I think I threw the game away. It's alright. Deck's fun though. It's tough playing. It's fun playing a fun, like really combat oriented deck and not just like, you know, kill your thing, play Feeble, kill your thing, invoke. Alright, so hand's good, keep. We're gonna Rotpriest into Slaughter Singer. Could go triple 1-drop actually. Let's go Rotpriest, double Chorus, then Slaughter Singer. We'll see what happens. Tap land. Duelist is also not bad with Slaughter Singer too. bust through their 1/3 if they play it. Or they bust through some of their not all of their 2-drops. This is bad against the 2/3. Yeah, let's play this. All right, first poison in. Nothing. All right, so pretty clear removal spell, I think. Let's try and get the damage in first. Wow, really? Alright, well, I guess you're dead. Listening Deluge does damage. Yeah. I guess that kills. Does that kill green things too, or white things? I don't remember. But, alright, that was easy. Game 3 on the draw. I don't think it changed anything for us, really. Just gonna run it back. Much easier than game 1, that's for damn sure. Annex Sentry. Dope. Keep. Hand's great. Excellent hand. Rotpriest, Hive, Sentry. Is it Thalia? Thalia? Alright, I guess no Hive for us. We could Tyvar stand here if they block. I think that's... I can just play the Rotpriest. Let's stack. And they might not block, honestly. Right, whatever, sure. Obviously, been a lot better with the other priest in play, but I think this is fine. Just like 2 mana, you get a poison killer thing. So, there you go. Next year we can go Rotpriest plus Hive, which is great, or Rotpriest plus Hive plus Tyvar stand. So, Thalia again. All right, so now we see why they blocked, obviously. Just fire up the Annex Sentry here, I think. Cool. That's 2 poison. Next turn is Hive Priest Tyvar stand, which is a really good turn. So, a lot of pressure on them to have a good turn here, I think. Another Thalia. Alright, well, I don't want to say this game is over, but I think we're in really good shape now. So we get to go land. I think we're trying to go Rot Priest into Tyvar stand. I could just play the Hive. The Thalia's honestly kind of good for us here, because like it makes their removal spells even harder to cast. So just do that. Let's do this. Just play the Hive. It's also our 3rd poison too, so now we get lifelink, which is nice too. So play that, say go. And now next turn, like with the Tyvar stand, they gotta have a good turn here, I think. And that was not good enough. So I think we're off to the races here. We get a Skrelv, play a land. And now we send in definitely Annex Sentry. They'll block with Dennick, and then I will Tyvar stand. Is that even good? It's not really a great trade, actually. Just wait. Just gonna wait. Mite, Mirrex. No attacks. Play Skrelv. Just say go with Tyvar stand up and Mirrex up. And just like go nice and wide. We can Skrelv for unblockable next turn also. Shieldred. Yeah, whatever, it's fun. We also have these Seedcore for the 1/1s, which is great too, so draw. Bloated Boy. Alright. I think we just play Bloated Boy and say go. I think we have Tyvar stand, Seedcore, and Skrelv. Okay, so we can block with Bloated Contaminator, and oh, we can't bump it. I'm sorry. Could block with the Contaminator and a Rotpriest, and then whatever one they put first, I actually hit that touch too. So I think this is just fine. Just take it. We have lifelink from our Hive, so we gain all life next turn. Next turn's our attack turn, so all right, untap. Another Bloated Boy. Alright. It's time to attack with our Contaminator, all of our Mites. Rotpriests. Stay home, I think. Need to be aware of, like, some kind of spell here, I guess, but... Thalia blocks Sentry. Denick blocks Sentry. Okay. So we're going to Tyvar stand... I think just for indestructible. X is 0. Confirm 0. Target this. 2 poison counters. We have Skrelv up to defend. They would need double kill spell here. They have a Ganjo. Stupid Ganjo. Alright, sure, it's fun. Alright, poison. Poison. Resolves. Okay. I mean, works for me, so we gain 4. Not going to Seedcore because I want to just... We're dealing poison damage. I want to cast this Bloody Boy, so... I think we're pretty much locked up here, I think. Yeah, awesome. Sweet. So, awesome match. I think that game 1 was winnable, too. I think we won that match 3-0. I think in game 1, we played tighter. I think I'd definitely get that one. Alright, on the draw. Hand is pretty good. We can keep this. Island, go. Skrelv? Not mono blue, is it? No. Blue-green. What is going on here? Alright, I mean... I'm going to attempt to cast a creature. I'm gonna have... Make disappear? Sure. Alright. Not exactly sure what's happening here, but we'll spin it, see what happens. Alright, I am now supremely confused. Unfortunately, we just don't have anything, so we kind of have to play Contaminator, I think. Otherwise, we're just, like, attacking for 1, holding up, bring the ending, and Tyvar. You can't cast Tyvar stance. I was going to cast it. What do you got? Alright, cool. And now I don't want to protect it or attack. I mean, I don't have any removal colors. Just attack. Alright. Island. Alright. No idea what they're doing, obviously. Island beside you? We're on the draw. Kind of want to bring in another counterspell, but I'm honestly just have no idea. I'm going to Shape of March, bring in a counterspell. Just like a slight hedge. They're like some sort of like ramp or something back. Maybe they just like had a really awkward draw, or I don't even know, honestly. Island beside you. Alright, another good hand. Missing a color, but we have Skrelv into Hive, which is phenomenal. So, Island again. Nothing not consistent. Here's Skrelv. Killed it. We're just jamming it, so. You got it, you got it. I got another one, so. Cool. Okay. So next turn's going to be Rotpriest and Hive. Okay. Hive. Okay. Just like weird domain list or something? Alright, yeah. That's kind of was my vibe. Was like some sort of weird domain list. Kind of makes sense. So, I mean, now we're just like off to the races. If they have a Sunfall or something like that, it's pretty bad for us. We could just hold back Slaughter Singer, maybe. Do a Tyvar stand. I play Slaughter Singer and they Sunfall. It's pretty awful for us. Just gonna attack. Already have 4 poison, so. Discarding a Teferi who slows the sunset. Yeah, just don't me. Okay. Alright. Untap. Seedcores, pretty cool draw, actually. Love it. Attack step. Send. Is a Leyline Binding? Okay. Tell me to target the Skrelv. I think I'm pretty happy to attempt the Tyvar stand here. And we're going to pump it too. They could have second binding, obviously, but I think it's just fine to go for this, so. Poison counter. They have another binding. So be it. Just more poison counters on us. That's 5. Ooh, it worked. Wow. Alright. And then we'll pump this up. Second binding. Sure. Honestly, it's just more counters, so. Now they have to target the Rotpriest. They get. Oh, I'm sorry, actually. Rotpriest. Target of a spell. Binding is not actually a spell targeting it. It's the ability targeting it. So no counter. So, but they're still 7 counters. I think we're doing pretty good here. They field the Seedcore. I think we actually have no basics. Yeah, we got none. We should probably have 1 basic in our deck. Not that. I mean, Field the Road's not very popular, honestly. But kind of a weird card to play in a domain deck, too. But Eternal Wanderer, sure.
This ends today.
So we keep a Mite.
I'll finish this here and now.
This is fine. Hive is doing work. We draw March. March is pretty cool, actually. With March, I feel comfortable playing the Singer. I can protect it. And we just kill this. They have 1 card left. It's funny. I think they would have been better off just plussing this on one of the tokens instead of minusing it. Just like have a Planeswalker still in play, kill 1 token a turn, kind of go from there. Saying go. Alright. Send him a clowns. Wandering Emperor.
Now you've done it.
Okay, so do we march out our own Slaughter Singer or just hold it? I think I just hold it. That's fine. And then we're going to get in, play this. Now we're like really wide. And if they're at 9 poison, if they go for a Wrath, I just save 3 of these and kill them, so. Skrelv's Hive is doing work. This card's really good. It's like a really, really good card. Alright, so they take 2 cards with Deluge, but they only have 3 mana available, and I can't imagine a card that saves them here, so and they agree. Alright, cool. So they're playing Domain. Obviously, the game was kind of a freebie, but that game was pretty fair. They play a lot of cards, and we just got to do our thing. On the play, no 1-drop. This hand's still good, obviously. You know, get good mana, interactive spell, a couple creatures, but not having a 1-drop does kind of suck. It's kind of our shtick, you know. 12 1-drops. Bang, bang, bang. I guess bang. These are technically 1-drops, but... Oh! Fellow Chucker, eh? I'd imagine the Jawbone Duelist is pretty good here, right? That's just being on the play. Wow. Like an actual, like, full-on mirror. Nice they go. Sure. Can't block, so... Yeah, just jam, I guess, right? Some Duelist. Serum Snare. Okay, not a true mirror, I guess. So they bounce the Jawbone Duelist and then proliferate nothing. I guess. It does suck a little bit, honestly, but sure. I'm not countering that, so it would be a terrible waste of our turn, so... Play Bloody Boy and say go. Next turn could be double Duelist or Duelist bring the ending. Alright, we have that, sure. Is that's pretty good actually. Let's cast this. Works out well, right? A little extra pump. And then we could leave up our counterspell, but I'd much rather play a duelist because I have this slinger. This trades with this now, so. Alright, play duelist I go. The counterspell is probably going to be looking to counter like a trick, I think, or like the big, you know, kind of like game swinging play. Main deck destroy evil. Wow. Wow. Alright. Damn. Alright, so I can't offer duelist for Contaminator, and I think I'm going to. Let's do that first. Actually, I have a... No, I'm not there yet, Seedcore. Alright, so, yeah. Never should have dumped our hand next turn. Or this turn, I mean. Alright. Pretty good trade. Alright, so Duelist. Rotpriest. Skrelv. Now, if it's on tap here, I think the game is over. I think we'll be in great shape. Another Bloody Boy? That's fine. Alright, so now I have a counterspell and a Hive too. Wow, okay, that's awesome. So let's push. Let's offer Duelist for Contaminator again, and then push through the Slaughter Singer. And then play Hive and Vernani. I love it. Alright, so Phyrexian mana, damage, or here, say green. And then attack with these two. Offer Duelist for Contaminator again, which I think is fine. And now we are very far ahead with a counterspell in our hand, which is like the best possible place to be. So cast the Hive. We're also lifelink now too, which is nice. So bring the ending. They're gonna besiege you, the Hive. Damn, get all the hits here. All right, we have none. Wow, not a single. Yeah, we gotta have basic mistake. All right, sure. Play one Triome too. I don't know about that, but all right, let's counter this. I think. Yeah, I think so. Just want to like spend our mana. I think so. It's honestly not particularly great in this spot, but making a token next turn or using the Seedcore seems great. So, oh wow, 2 Seedcores. Okay. Let's just attack. Let's Seedcore first. Seedcore first. Then attack. Going for the race here. What's gonna kill him first? Infect damage or regular damage, or both, or concession that works too. All right, so mirror, huh? Obviously for Annex Sentry. Let's see, we don't have the counter spells on the draw, and it's funny. Skrelv is kind of interesting. It's like not very good because they can't really kill it. It's like fine, but like not that important. I feel like. March is a little weird because like if they have a Rotpriest, it gets really awkward. Huh. Does seem good at like breaking a stall, just like, you know, all your attackers can't attack or block for one turn cycle and I kill you. Kind of Tyvar stand. That's cheap too. Contaminator seems like pretty good. It's kind of weird because like it's a little clunky and I'm bringing in more 3s, but it's the biggest thing there is. Let's shave a Duelist. Don't know if that's right, full disclosure, but we're on the draw too, so. Alright, so opponent mulligans, we're gonna mulligan. I mean, if you told me there was a land on top of our deck 100% of the time, I would snap keep this, obviously. This hand's great with 2 lands, but we can't keep this, so. Ouch! They were 1 of 5, folks. Yeah, I just can't keep this. Let's do more match. Do a bonus match. Alright, on the play, bonus match. We drawing green or no? What do we think? We do have Skrelv on course, so our hand has things to do. And obviously any green source our hand's pretty good. I'm gonna keep. Actually on the play, I can't. I'll draw. I'll keep. On the play, I'm gonna mulligan. We're playing a synergy deck. We gotta get our stuff going here. All right, this hand's pretty bad, but whatever. All right, we have Mirrex to cast our Skrelv. Need to draw a threat of some kind, obviously, but. Turn 1 in the tank. Black Cleave Cliffs. Swift Spear. Interesting. Gonna stay back on D? You scared of a little freaking bug? Oh no! No, I saw it and I was so happy because it was like the best possible draw if I could cast it. Oh, it's killer. Alright, so a little bit of freebie here, I guess. I mean, obviously 2 mana to kill your 1-drop is not the best turn ever, but at least I get to do something. Killer. Mirrex, why do you forsake me? Alright. Oh no. Oh god. There's a rule, folks. Alright, and the rule is, whenever you're like, just one more game, don't ever do it. Don't ever do it. It never works out well. Urborg Scavengers. ETB, exile creature or card from a graveyard, but a counter on it, and then it gets the abilities by card. It's gonna get haste, it's gas. I feel like this card, I actually haven't seen this card like at all. So they're going to end up with, I guess if I had marched it in response, it wouldn't have gotten the counter, right? Because it's not there to see the ability resolve. Huh. That's insane, actually. Okay. Yeah, I think I should have marched. I mean, now it's too late, but, like, I should have marched it in response to the first trigger. It's kind of cool, though. Alright, well, now I've drawn the white, but it's probably... Oh, never mind. It comes down anyway. Alright, yeah, we're screwed. Alright, so they're, like, red-black... Scavengers? Rest. Alright, we're just gonna go to games here. Alright, so yeah, never play the bonus game. Just never do it. Alright, so 4-wedding announcement. Easy. That's our mid-range card of choice. Take the marches and the bring the endings. Maybe I want like 2 sentries. And then we'll shave like maybe a duelist. Yeah, I kinda like this. March is just a little awkward, I think. March is a weird card. It's like very high ceiling in the deck, but like pretty low floor also, and like I don't know. The blue for me, the draw to blue is the counter spell. Like having counter spells against the you know the Sunfall ramp and control decks and stuff seems really really important. So that's like the real big draw to blue for me. The marches are. As we're waiting, go read my articles and go follow me on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. Follow CoolStuffInc.com on those platforms also. Cool Stuff has a great presence on social media. TikTok's popping off. Instagram's Instagram, right? Yeah, Instagram's good. Twitter's going good, so. It is useless to meet revenge with revenge. It is useless to meet revenge with revenge. It will heal nothing. Frodo Baggins. Alright, on the play. Much better. Let's keep this. Need to draw a land, but drawing any land or any card that costs 2 or less is like a totally fine here. Turn 1 Skrelvs are best possible too, so they have the Fatal Push, not Fatal Push, Cut Down. They're thinking about it. Play with Fire. So I got more aggressive Black Red. That kind of a cool deck, honestly. Draw a land, sick. Alright, so we have wedding announcement to wedding announcement. Scary thing is that they have the black 1 -3/-3 to all white creatures card. That would be pretty good against us. But here's Kimonos. Yeah, definitely a more aggressive red-black deck. Right, well, it is wedding announcement time, so. And really? I mean, yeah, do your thing. Sure. It's obviously a very good exchange for us, I think. We got a 4/4 next turn to diversify our threats a little bit. Play around the master removal spell. Yeah, that one. That's it? It's a pretty bad deluge, honestly. It killed a token from announcement and a token from a card that was already killed. Wow. Alright. I'm going to Contaminator here. Again, play around master removal a little bit. Here's Kamana. Scary card for us. Really powerful hate card against green and white decks. I think this card being a 4/4 is obviously huge against it, giving you some counterplay. Here's Kamano. And a land, and they're almost out of stuff to do, which is great. There's Skrelv. Alright. Now the question is, we just jam or not? I think we're just going to jam. I'm not going to attack with a Contaminator, because I'm going to get up to a 5/5 and kind of like not let them trade up with a play of fire here. We're just going to play Mite and Wedding Announcement. They have another Deluge. It's a little annoying, but I just have 2 announcements in play, so it's kind of fine. There's no attacks. They go. Token. Like, Deluge exactly this turn. If they had Deluge and play with fire, that'd be pretty gross, but... Alright, so they have... Wow, that's actually insane. So, Adversary flashing back Deluge. That is gross. Alright, so... We still get to, keep our Contaminator. And keep our 1 Wedding Announcement, which is pretty good. They decline to attack. Interesting. If I Sentry the Adversary, when they kill it, they get to flashback a spell off of it again, which is pretty bad for us. I might hit the Kamano, actually. It's funny, we don't want to proliferate our Wedding Announcements, that's for sure. No, we do not want to do those. I'll do that one again, that's fun, but... and then proliferating this up also is just doesn't do anything, so... Yep. Okay, Thickets, I go. So, we're about to have some 3/3s, but we're out at the moment, so... They're looking at the graveyard. I don't like that. I guess that these cards don't do much, so yeah, Adversary. Maybe just go face the shock. Killing the 2/2 is something, I guess, but sure. I think I would have cast Cut Down, honestly, to kill the 2/2 and had it let the play with fire in the graveyard. Because Cut Down will never kill anything ever again with two of these flipped, but that was a good draw. Alright, so Duelist is not going to be a 3/3 double strike. Love that. Just so go. So, board's huge. Sideboard's doing work. They have cast 2 Glistening Deluges this game, so... If we can beat that, we can beat anything, right? Sure. A little crappy, but sure. Want to draw one of our utility lands, honestly. Seedcore or Mirrex. I guess I'm sorry, Seedcore's terrible right now. Doesn't do anything, but... Alright, so... We can offer Contaminator for Adversary. Just play a new Contaminator, I guess. Or I could just wait and attack with both. And possibly draw like a Sentry or something like that. Or a Tyvar Stand. Slaughter Singer. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I think our top decks are better than theirs at this point. So I could attack a Wolf, obviously. Let's first trade 1/6/6 for a 4/4, which is not ideal. Or again, I can just wait to draw Tyvar Stand, Slaughter Singer, Annex Sentry, another wedding announcement. I have a bunch of mana. Two flip wedding announcements in play, like our all of our creatures are gonna be like an outclass theirs at any point, so I think trading down here isn't the worst. They're gonna soak us on. Okay. That's interesting. That's fine. Alright, so do that. Proliferate. Pump those wedding announcements up. Sweet. Alright, good sideboarding takes the day. Listening Deluge is very scary, though. How can we board against Listening Deluge? Sentry lives through it, which is nice. Just having cards that live through it is pretty important, I think. I'm going to shave another Duelist and bring in the Sentry. And the counterspell, we're on the draw, so it's going to be pretty hard to have it corrupted consistently enough. Let's cut all the Duelists. Alright, let's cut these. Bring 2 counterspells. Let's try this. Gotta be aware of Deluge. Like, Deluge, we gotta try and get around it as much as possible. It is backbreaking. Very tough. Alright. Crap. So, unfortunately, Seedcore cannot cast Skrelv's Hive. That being said, this hand's still pretty good. Needs to draw land, obviously. Use Counterspell on 2 and then play a big creature. I'm going to keep this. Obviously, we draw White Source, but we can cast almost anything. So Spirit Odds thing, man, that sucks. Alright. We draw Tyvar Stand. That was not good. If they have like a really good draw, I guess we're dead, but... Sure. I mean, it does make casting Hive a lot worse, so... You don't draw it. Alright, well, we're gonna hold up this instead of playing this. I mean... So we're at 12. So unfortunately, Skrelv's Hive is just like pretty ugly at the moment. We draw an untap land. You know, I would say Razorverge Thicket would be my choice given the option, but... And play a 4/4. They don't have an immediate answer, maybe. Everything has haste, too, so it's not like Sentry can, like, slow them down, where they kill it, but they can't attack. What's going on? I'm right here. Hit me. Hit me! There's a lot of suspense to draw not a land next turn. I would say, if I had to guess, I'm going to say we're drawing another copy of Skrelv's Hive. That's my, like, clairvoyant look into the future. Just the bad vibes from playing that bonus game. You never play the bonus game. You always got to just, you know, end on the up and up. You don't got to keep going. You know, it's important. You know, albums that have like 19 songs on, it's 20 songs. You know, 10 songs. Finish with a banger. Call it a day. All right, it was Crawling Course. Still really bad though. Yeah, we're just like dead. I mean, we have a Tyvar Stand here, but doesn't actually do anything. I mean, on the draw, it's like a fine keep, I feel like. Dreams of Steel and Oil. Choose an artifact or creature card, and it's exiled. Okay. I mean, doesn't really do much, so we're just dead anyway, so... we're going to 8 here. Yeah, so our Hives are just blank. Except for, like, Lifelink later, if we manage to turn this game around, but... Yeah, our best chance to win is just like we draw land and they have no answer to the 4/4. The fact that they haven't taken the 4/4 yet, though, is like means they probably haven't. We'll see. So, yeah, Tyvar stand to gain 1 life is pretty bad. So, lightning strike your face. Really, taking a sweet time here. Play with fire, sure. 10, sort 5, and they topped. Yeah, I'd say we have almost 0 chance to win. All right, we did draw an untap land, so it's always that, I suppose. So somehow this needs to not die this turn. Yeah, I mean, basically, with them topping, it's basically impossible, so... Now, if I still had the second copy of Contaminator, maybe have a chance there also, but... Thicket. Alright, so it's Sentry. Yeah, I missed the land drop, I suppose, so... A little silver lining. Yeah, with the second 4/4, they might have been alright this game. We can just try and get the third counter on and then lifelink them. But... Probably playing Shoulder too, so... Go to 2. Alright. Oh, damn it, we can't attack. I can't play Hive either, yeah. Alright, I guess go. We're just dead to Squee. Duress first? Alright. Oh, we're dead to the Foundry also. We're dead to everything. Alright, they got us. Alright. I honestly, if we had missed that land drop, I think this probably would have been fine this game, but it's pretty tough. So, tough match. Moral of the story is never play the extra game. You know, if you're getting ready to go to bed, you're like, just one more game, don't play it. Just don't do it. It's fine. Alright, so all in all, honestly a pretty cool deck. I'm definitely still a little unsure about the actual build. Again, March is just like very finicky card, but I love the counter spells. It's tough though. You only have, what, 4, 8, only 11 blue sources for the counter spells because the Mirrex don't count. So it's a tough splash. No lie, for sure. So it's possible this deck's better, as a streamlined green-white deck. But having these counter spells on the board for the control matchups and for the mid-range matchups does seem really, really good. So I'm not sure. Pretty cool deck though. Cool to see a synergy deck in standard, obviously, and reasonably cheap, right? A lot of commons on uncommons, so pretty cool. Nice to land stuff, but cool deck. So hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, obviously, in the comments. And I'm Jim Davis. I'll see you next week here on CoolStuffInc.com. Peace. Have a good one, folks.